Welcome to Transcend Development's eLearner Guide, Overview and Tutorial. This demonstration will provide you with an overview of how the eLearner Guide works, some of its features, and some other important functions. We will briefly discuss the learning content, student resources, and at the end, options regarding student assessment. The Learner Guide is broken into topics and sections of information. Each topic is broken into subtopics that relate back to performance criteria and the unit of competency. The learning content is then broken into bite-sized chunks to make it easily digestible for the learner. The content is neatly and cleanly laid out to make it very easy for the learner to understand it, read it, on devices such as their iPad, iPhone, or tablet. This ensures that difficult and technical topics are broken down and chunked, sequenced for the learner to easily understand. By simply clicking the Next button, the student is able to navigate their way through each learning event. At the end of each topic or main section, the student is automatically taken to the next information. Alternatively, the student can click on the previous button and return to the main section where they just came from. Clicking Next will continue to work through the content. These navigation tools make the eLearner Guide an absolute dream for students to navigate. Clicking on images enlarges them, which makes it ideal for iPhones and smaller devices. All eLearner Guides are HTML5 ready, support the iOS platform, which supports a number of devices, whether it be Apple, Microsoft, Galaxy, or otherwise. The next section that we will look at is the student support resources. These are embedded resources in the Learner Guide that aim to assist the student in their learning. These documents are predominantly workplace and organisational related documents that aim to assist the learner understand policies and procedures in the workplace. Example documents are also embedded into the Student Resources Support section to assist the student in understanding real-life situations. Templates and checklists are also included to assist the student in their later assessment tasks. The student is able to shut the Resources tab by simply clicking on it. The next section that we will look at is the embedded online resources and videos. The online resources section contains important, relevant and up-to-date information that the student may require. For example, federal and state legislation relevant to the unit of competency. All resources also contain important information regarding acknowledgements and copyright. Next, let's take a look at the eLearner Guide video multimedia component. High-quality videos have been selected for each eLearner Guide that is relevant to the unit of competency. Each video is of high quality, including a play bar that has controls to allow the learner to pause or advance through the video. They are also kept to a reasonable time frame to ensure that the learner stays engaged throughout. The learner is given the ability to return to the main menu system, leave the video and return back to it at any time. Next, we will have a look at some of the navigation features of the eLearner Guides. To assist the student with their assessment tasks, a sidebar navigation feature is included. This allows the student to easily and readily find information that relates to their assessment tasks. This is designed to reduce your overheads and costs, as the student can easily find information without the requirement of needing to contact a trainer. As the learner engages with each section of the eLearner Guide, they can readily see where they are yet to complete, as those topics are white, whereas the topics that they've engaged with are greyed out. The student can randomly select main sections or topics, or navigate the Learner Guide in a linear manner. Students are also prompted to engage with student support resources or online resources at relevant points in time in the Learner Guide. This ensures that support resources are linked to the main learning content. Navigating the learner guide can also be just as easy as clicking on the next and previous buttons. Illustrations, images and charts are enhanced, which makes it again ideal for students using mobile devices. All of our e-learning content and assessments are also SCORM compliant, which means that you can track the student's progress throughout. The SCORM compliance allows you to easily report on your LMS on whether or not the student has engaged with the content. You will be able to record how long the student has been engaging with the resource, how much time spent in the system, and the content that they have or have not navigated. Each resource can also be embedded with your RTO and trainer contact details. Next, we will look at some of the features of the assessment. At Transcend Development, we are able to offer you with self-marking assessment online solutions. The student completes their online self-marking question that is knowledge-based, provide their answer, and are provided with immediate feedback. Students are also provided with a range of interactive questions. Student responses are automatically recorded on your learning management system or student management system. This allows you to record the progress of the student through their assessment tasks. This assessment solution is designed to save you time and cost in marking assessments, allowing you to deploy your trainers where they are most needed, and that is training. Let's take a look at the assessor guides. All of our assessment tools consist of numerous assessment methods and instruments. Our developers have created case studies and scenarios that represent simulated workplaces for the student to be able to make meaning of the workplace when they are not employed. These real-life activities and scenarios ensure that the student has enough information to complete the assessment task and perform to the level as required in the workplace. Students are provided with resources and all the information that they require to complete the assessment task. Where necessary, students are also provided with guidance and with examples, templates and other documentation they need to complete their assessment. The aim also is to ensure that your assessors and trainers are only contacted where absolutely necessary. Benchmark answers are informative and provide the assessor with all the information that they will require to mark the assessment and make a decision regarding competency. All assessments are carefully developed to ensure that they are valid, reliable, sufficient and current. As you can see from this sample assessor guide, numerous assessment methodologies are incorporated. At Transcend, we have developed a simulated workplace. This means that for any student that is not currently situated in a workplace, they are provided with scenarios, case studies and options to sufficiently be able to complete their assessment tasks. They are able to complete assessment tasks in their workplace, and if not, they are provided with comprehensive and informative scenarios that represent real-world and real-life situations. These situations have been created by subject matter experts and people that currently work in the industry. Our subject matter experts refer to and work closely with industry to ensure that the scenarios and questions that are asked represent the actual workplace. This ensures that all evidence gathered is valid. Our assessment tools are very closely mapped according to performance criteria, required skills and knowledge, and critical aspects of evidence. They are also validated by industry, which is very important to you as an RTO. We also ensure that the context of assessment is attended to in every unit of competency.